Would you be surprised if I tell you that Indian scriptures talked about time travel almost 5,000 years back? And when do you think that modern science started talking about time travel? It was only in 1905 when Einstein first presented the concept of relativity. And why do you think that I'm saying that Indian scriptures talked about time travel almost 5,000 years back? Let me tell you a story from one of the Indian scriptures called Bhagavata Purana. So, as per the story, there was this king named Kakudmi, who was considered to be a benevolent ruler. He belonged to the Iksaku. He belonged to the famous Iksaku clan. Kakudmi had a daughter named Revati, and Revati was very beautiful and accomplished. When she reached the marriageable age, it was difficult for Kakudmi to find a suitable groom for Revati. So he searched and he created a short list, but he was not very sure whether these people would be worthy of marrying her. So only way for him to meet the Creator himself, which is the Lord Brahma. So he decided to go and meet Lord Brahma and ask for his advice. So both of them, the Revati and her father, Kakudmi, they traveled to the Brahmalok. But unfortunately, when they arrived, Lord Brahma was listening to a music performance by the Gandharvas. So they had to wait there, and they waited patiently for some time. And once the music performance was over, Lord Brahma looked at him and asked that what is this, why you are coming here, and do you need any help from me? And Kakudmi bowed gently to the Lord and said that this is my daughter Revati, and I am looking for, she's of the marriageable age, she's so accomplished. He talked and he was surprised because he assumed that if the Lord Brahma wanted to help him, there cannot be any problem. Then the Lord Brahma said, he explained, in fact, this is mentioned in the Bhagavata Purana. He said the definition of time is different in different planes. It's very different in one domain than another domain. The way the time is in the earth, it is very different in the Brahmalok, which is a different domain altogether. He said by the time you were here, actually there are 108 yugas that have passed, while you felt that you waited just for a moment for a music performance to get completed, actually which is equal to 108 yugas. And please remember, when I say 108 yugas, one yuga is equal to about 5 years. So that means by the time they waited, almost 600 years have passed. And the Lord Brahma explained to him that when you were talking about that 600 years, about 108 yugas, that means the people who were there alive when you came here, they do not exist. Forget about them, then even their names do not exist by now. So that's the problem. So, but at the same time, Lord Brahma had given him a solution. He said, you can go back to the earth, and Lord Vishnu had taken an avatar of Lord Krishna and Balarama, his brother Balarama. So you can go there, and I think Lord Balarama is fit to marry Revati. So that's how the story goes, and they come back. Revati comes back to the earth along with Kakudmi, and they go to meet Balarama, and ultimately Balarama agrees to marry her, and they marry. So this is a 5,000-year-old story from one of the Indian scriptures, and this talks about time travel. I have shared this story in many forums, both in India and overseas. When I share this story, I always feel proud of it. And I have seen people getting surprised to know that our ancestors knew about time travel 5,000 years before. Let all of us share this story to tell people how glorious our past was. And let us cheer for it, Bharat, the glory.